young men and women are trying to say?
Qu'est-ce qu'ils sont en train de dire?
We're here to explore the relationship between gender and economics.
On est ici pour voir la relation entre le genre, le sexe et l'économie.
Global imbalance of economic power and resources, with men holding the majority.
Can only take 3.
One of the things that youth are not being respected, like their voices are not being heard, they are not included in decision making in our community, and that have made the youth to step back to every event that is taking place in the community because they feel like they're not part of the community. They end up doing a lot of things on violence, and then I think there's also no activities or spaces that inspires them so that they can be part of that.
I was against women's rights, and I was thinking as a man, I should rule the house. I should be the boss, and whatever I'm doing something wrong, I should be right. I have realized from your discussion that I have the big role to play in the economy of our house and the economy of the country. In that means that I have to involve my wife in all economic activities.
So in Parliament we have to have 50% males and 50% women. But it also doesn't just mean that we have to have women to sit in Parliament because they're sitting there. They have to be upskilled, they have to be aware, they have to train, they have to have the knowledge, they have to have the know-how. But the most important point that I want to bring across is that if you're a leader and you're sitting in Parliament, it's important to mentor. You should take somebody younger than yourself and mentor that person. You mustn't think that you are going to sit in that seat forever.
We must stop the practice of saying the boys do that, the girls do this. So I think it's a thing that must start from grassroots where girls are equal in the homes already. So that the women have that self-esteem when they're growing up to know that they are equal. So the thing mustn't just be talked about. We must practice what we preach in our homes.
Okay.
I don't say that women don't want to join politics, but it's the game of power and money. If you don't have money to spend in your campaign, to spend money on campaign, so you can't win in that particular structure.
Limits women to that number that you put in the quota, because men will say we gave you 30%, you're 30%, that's it.
But the rules governing your participation are different from my participation. So yes, you may have the ability to lift up your foot and put it on the field, but once you get there, there's a whole bunch of things keeping you back, and that is why you do not have the ability to lead, because you are being contained by the system.
If you think that women are not capable of leading the nation or doing the men's work, and if you say that the woman's role in the house is so important, is that important, and the upbringing of children is that important, and that is you assume indirectly that the woman's role is so important in the upbringing of the generations that will lead the country thereover. So I think women, if they are capable of teaching the children and making them so strong to become able to struggle and to come over all the obstacles, then I believe that she is capable to lead the nation.
So we need to listen.
Yes. That was point number 1.
Years of leadership experience.
Alors c'est vrai que les hommes, ils ont été au pouvoir pour des dizaines d'années, des centaines d'années.
And they have led us to war.
Et ils nous ont amenés à la guerre.
To colonialism.
Au colonialisme.
Oh my God.
To climatic disaster.
Au désastre climatique.
To rampant sexual assault around the world.
To des assauts sexuels partout dans le monde.
And global financial ruin.
Et à une crise financière.
And the limits of our natural resources.
Et arriver à la limite de ces ressources naturelles.
So it's time for a change.
Alors c'est le moment de changer.